massive bank account with Ambassador Life. I hope you are seeing this. Many years ago, I started this training on a very consistent level. I've been using this particular hotel since 2019. Are we together? So some of you that jump from program to program, can you boast of that you have been in one program for, or you'll be using the place for seminar for so many years? Probably you are running, you know. You know when you borrow money from church members and you are owing them. This Sunday you do this week, next Sunday you go to another week, so that they don't catch you. But if what you are doing is real, that stability is there, that durability is there, because what you are saying is still the same thing. Are we together? So please, the place of integrity matters in our industry, and I want us to take that very, very serious. Don't joke with the place of your image. Today I just want us to look only on one thing. It's called prospecting mastery. Because many of you, the reason you don't do a network marketing is because you don't even know how to approach people, and your biggest issue is actually getting people to listen to you or follow you to do business. And there are so many things that could be causing that. Could be your inability to approach someone. I used to be a very shy person, so I've always been bold, but at the same time, I wasn't the kind of person who like to disturb you for your business. And just want to maintain my cool, make my money, and fine. But then, when I found out the way to go was to enrich others, so it became a ministry for me. I don't do active dates, I do my network marketing business, my crypto business as a ministry. So I am not part of Ponzi promoters, and I will never be part of it for life. All right, so I'll pay any price to make sure that I am with the right company and I stick there. Now let's write this thing down. There's kind of a definition of prospecting. I said it's the process of identifying potential customers. Prospecting is the process of identifying potential customers, finding them. Prospecting is the process of identifying potential customers, finding them, and creating a database. Of leads. Creating a database of leads, as lead generation leads, with the goal of further communicating and converting them into paying customers. Prospecting is the process of identifying potential customers, finding them, and creating a database of leads, with the goal of further communicating and converting them into paying customers. Right? The goal of further communicating and converting them into paying customers. Did you get that now?
Is it paid customers or not? Paid? Did you say paid customers? The word before customers.
Converting them into paying customers, of course. If they are not paying, then they are useless now. So you just don't, just like you are partying. So they have to become the process of identifying them, all right? And of course, you know the end game. You know the reason you identify these people and what you want to quickly do with it. Well, I don't want to waste much of time. Let's go straight to where I come. One prospecting, number one. One prospecting, it means that you have identified the people you must talk to. Talking to people this is people you know. One prospecting is talking to people what? That you know. That is actually the beginning of prospecting. You start from your Jerusalem, even evangelism, the same thing. Jesus says, start from what? From your Jerusalem. The people, your neighborhood, the people you know, your friends, your family. Alright? That's what we call one marketing or one prospecting. Okay, number 2, we want to look at on this is what I call friendship farming. Probably many of you have not heard this. Friendship. So whenever you hear the word farming, the only thing that comes to your mind is planting of crops and all of that. I think I actually jumped that. I wanted to talk about cold prospecting. So let's take this as 2A. 2 exactly is the cold prospecting. Sorry, I jumped this. This actually is 2A. That prospecting is talking to people you don't know. Where you can just pick up a call and call someone and all of that. So and this applies to any marketing, whatever product you are selling, this applies to everything. It's not just network marketing, whatever you're selling. You know what we do in MBA is to teach you in the holistic form of doing well in business and success. Are we together? Now, friendship farming is the act of turning strangers into friends. See now, in your cold calling, you get to talk to strangers. Alright, so remember we have done a training here where we said that you must talk to what? Strangers. We were all raised about families and we were told not to talk to what? Strangers. You remember that training we did here? We were raised not to talk to strangers. Especially for the females. They were seriously warned not to talk to anybody they don't know. And especially in the era of kidnapping and all of that, children are just trained in that way, not to talk to anyone. So strangers, you are afraid of strangers. But the truth is that those that will buy from you, those that will take you to another level are actually what? Strangers. Most of the time, even though we are starting our prospecting by talking to the one prospecting, the people we know, most of the time they don't really even get to believe us. I hope you know that. Especially if you have ever asked your uncle for some financial assistance. Now you are trying to bring business to his like, even you, you came in. So you don't really hold value before them. Alright? Except you are just doing financial, that's when they just really run after. So most of the time what could work is actually cold prospecting and graduate from there and make them what? Friends. So I say friendship farming is turning what? Strangers into what? Friends. So you come to a meeting like maybe a bigger meeting, you know, get to know the person and all of that. And if you can develop the that relationship to friendship, it could go a long way for you. Now, the third one is what I call the leadership prospecting. Many people actually fail at this spot. Okay, that's 3 now. Leadership prospecting. This is actually where you begin to take up the leadership position in your team. So at this level, you are not just talking to the people you know, you are not just talking to strangers, you are not talking to the partners of your leaders. Are we together? So that means you have graduated to a level where even your leader could look up to you to help him talk to the people you are bringing into the business. Are we together? So that's leadership or prospecting. So most of the time, people fail at this level. They are not able to graduate to this level. So that's why you find out, even when you move from one platform to another platform, you don't develop beyond a particular position. You just plateau and you stay there and say, oh, this thing is not working. Everybody's breaking rank. Why am I not breaking rank? The truth is that you have not developed what? The leadership skill in the prospecting level. That means you are not graduated to a level where you're able to help your people to grow. Of course, many of you can't even pass the one prospecting, the people you know. And that's why you don't have a list. We've talked also in this place, from what we learned from the requirement, to have what active candidate list. Your head can't take everything if truly you want to do well. Because what the best you can do, I will talk to Angelina, I will talk to Victor, I will talk to this one. And by the time you talk to this 4 person and they turn you down, that's trauma for you. You've already failed. And then they say, I've talked to everybody and Nobody's listening. I'm always wondering, who are the people you actually talk to? Because Lagos alone has over 20 million people. And how many people are in your team that you are saying there's no more market? I was there also many years ago. There was some time I was feeling really very tough and trying to relocate from Lagos to Benin. I didn't really like it. A lot of people were on me. Okay, if that is okay, try Benin, maybe it could be better and all of that. And finally, I tried to like succumb to that. I said, okay. Then, but there was a man, a church member, who were holding fellowship in their office. They liked me. They enjoyed my teaching and all of that. I was teaching when I was broke. I was talking about money, talking about faith. I knew I was going to be wealthy. But I couldn't just lay my hands at the time. I would start seeing this money. So it was getting really, really worrying, you know. So I went to him in the office and I told him that, well, the one I'm producing, soap, which eventually burnt my hands, on my knuckles, that is causing soda, and all of that. That was going on. And I told him I want to relocate. What happened? Why do you want to leave Lagos? Because they saw I could do well in Lagos. Well, I want to give it a try. Maybe it could be cheaper for me to get started. I don't like begging money. Let me just start from there. I've done everything in my business, taking the product around, seemed not to be working out exactly what I planned. So, okay, what is how much do you really want in the business? At that time, it was down, like 50K was like capital base. The man laughed. So 50,000, you say you have reached out to everyone in Lagos. So that statement alone killed every sense of traveling out of Lagos for me. Just for him playing with me to ask, I know when a rich person, when he's talking, he could see your limitations. He just turned 50,000 capital and you are rich on Lagos. You know, that's exactly what you are saying. Oh, I tried that this thing, I'm not done where I talk to everybody. It's a lie. You've not reached nowhere. You've not reached nowhere. You are saying the what? One marketing. That just struck to make me to think that, oh, that means I'm not a failure. I'm not failed. I've not even gone anywhere. Anyway, to cut the whole story short, that same day, the man wrote a check of 150,000 for me to put into the business. That kept me in Lagos. And today, see where we are by God's grace. So, I'll tell people I'm no longer a millionaire, I've entered into multi-million, all right, by the reason of assets. Okay, so don't give up easily, thinking that you're rich at everyone. You've not gone anywhere. Like I just said, Lagos over 20 million people. How many for your team? All of you, all over Africa. I'm the African leader in this business in the last 2 years. I just have only, how many people do I have in my team? Just 20,000 plus. That means you're an African leader. Imagine when you have 1 million in the team, how much I'll be earning. Are you saying that now? So please, wake up. Don't give up easily. And because many of you have a positive mindset too, that's why I just give up easily. Let me quickly take positions before they take my place. Nobody can take your place. Just move, just do what you need to do. All right, so leadership prospecting is very, very vital. This is the people your people know. Okay, that's why I put it. In very simple English. This is your people, your people know. This is the people your people know. You can see they are not directly your people. You are reaching out to them because of the leadership level you have created for yourself. Now let's quickly check other markets. Let's check other markets you can take advantage of in getting your prospect. Remember, we are talking of what? Prospecting mastery. I want you to gain mastery in your prospecting. I mean, this applies in every business that you do. If your business is going down, don't ever you give yourself the mindset that, oh, you've done everything. You've not done anything. All right? So I don't know who I was telling yesterday that, hey, start as if, okay, it was even a product network person. As I used to see you doing video from your office showing the product, what they do and all that. For about 1 year, I've not seen you doing that. What happened? He said it's true. I said, go back to it. Let me tell you, success is the same rules anywhere in the world. The methodology changes, the strategy is still the same thing, still the same rules, still the same. Playing football to score the goal is still the same thing. Whether it's on the leg of Messi or it's on the leg of Ronaldo, whether it's from the keeper, it's still the same rules that we apply at the end of the day. If you settle this in your mind, you will do well. Are we together? Yes. And don't you ever use shift of power to an unforeseen power for the reason for your failure. That's even the beginning of your failures. while the devils were trying to pull you down, you were not giving them recognition, and they were complaining that this person we are shooting arrow is still not to be getting to him. The day you say, hey, they are the reason for my deal, that is the day it's activated. Then start experiencing what? Who's time? Take time to define. Are we together? So please learn this is very important. Other markets. Number one, social media. We just talked about talking to strangers. The best way to get what? Strangers what? Is on social media. There's a statement also I've propounded, I've said in this place so many times, and I want you to write it down, please. Visibility is more important than what? Ability. You remember that statement? This is another thing. Another reason why many of you are not doing well in any business. You focus on your ability so much, and you are not even doing anything to even help yourself in the ability, getting some right information, getting some skills and all of that. No, you are not even doing that. But if you cannot do that, at least as well you can make yourself visible. Many of you have visited me this minute. How many people have taken pictures, whether selfie or the crowd? You have not. So when you leave this meeting, how do you prove to people you were in Ambassador Life training this morning? Nothing to show for it. Always learn how to capture the moment. It's for your advantage. But guess what? When you are in an event that is not going to put money in your pocket, oh one day you are the first to snap. Can you see your problem? You are the first to do your status and change it. You see, we deceive ourselves so much so, and we give the power to Satan. How can you go for a training? You left the comfort of your home or the comfort of your office to spend this time. At the end of the day, there is no picture, there is no capturing of the moment, and there is no advertising this same thing on your platform, whatever platform you belong to. How do you get the strangers that we're talking about now? Can't you see? You are still working with the remote of your mind of talking to the people you know, the one marketing. It's still your biggest trouble. The biggest trouble is still one marketing. I'm saying graduate from there and begin to get your attention. Many of the celebrities you are following, have you met them once? No. But you know everything about them. In fact, some of you that are so broke and even complaining that they are too much on the media, that is your problem. That's why you are not there. In all your being carefulness, you are still broke. How come? Are you seeing that? If you are so careful, how can it be it is on the social media? You want to go and release on the media. You are the only one complaining. The one that is doing that, go and find how much it's making every month by you lacking the same thing you are complaining of. Everything they do is on social media. Yes, that's how they got there. And that's why they are richer than you. You that is not social media, that is very careful. Where are you financially? Can you see how this thing works? So the people down, they will always be complaining of those upstairs. They think they know better than those ones up. And they are down. So I don't understand what is the problem really. Get attention. You see, now all of you don't really want to chanting. Yes, that is the day we live. Jump into someone's face. Let it see you. By fire, by thunder. That's what they do on social media. Today's meeting, if this man will release the picture on time, I will see him on Facebook. If you don't release it on time, people must see it tomorrow morning. Visibility is much important than what? Ability. That is the metaverse. That's the world we live now. Social media is the new world. Better understand that we are not in arcade, we are not in the industrial era, we are not in the stone age. So don't complain of social media. That is it's a universe of its own. Are you with me? The people of Facebook today are more than, I don't know, good 200 years ago, they didn't have people like that in the whole world. The last time I checked the statistics of Facebook, they had about 4 billion people, I think 4 billion people on Facebook alone. And there are some of you that don't like Facebook, it's too noisy. Oh yeah, the world is noisy. The market you go to shop is noisy. Have you ever been to any market that is quiet? But you still go there to buy your pepper and everything. Why did you sit at home and say the market is too noisy, I'm not going? Can you say self-deception? The world is noisy. Understand that you don't longer belong to the African continent or the European continent. You now belong to the metaverse. That is your new world. That is where you live. So explore it to your advantage. Because it's to your advantage, you're going to be broke for a long time. There's no prayer that will change it, no fast that will change it. Fasting will embody your spirit. Prayer will help you to be very vocal, but yet poverty will still be your next door neighbor. Because you are not throwing your hook into the sea where it should try and get you what? The fishes. So other markets, we said number 1, social media. Number 2, network events. Okay. Social media, okay. Let's say A. Network marketing events. Like this one now. Since you knew about this meeting coming, how many of you promoted it? Network market event promotion. How many of you promoted it? No, you just knew there was going to be a meeting today and you are going to be here. Did you tell somebody no? So how do you not get the people to hear what you are hearing? How do you not build a team? How do will your leadership perspective be developed? When you are the only one coming to receive the lecture every week, you don't miss the lecture, it's beautiful, good, but you are not able to bring somebody to listen. So you're going to be, you must believe in speed. What you just watched, you heard that Nicole is saying that, talking about success loves speed. What you could achieve in 1 year can be achieved in 3 months. So that you cannot set the next goal. Okay? We had a meeting, the Crypto Unfair Advantage in March. How many of you promoted it? Did you promote it on your platform? Was it on your status? Oh, I'm not very good at this thing. But we see you promote, celebrating some people their birthday on your status. How come is the one that bring money that you are not doing? So just be sincere with yourself. Alright? Because most of the time, we still catch you on camera to see some of those things you do. Alright? Don't you ever go to events and not take pictures, please. It's not about to. Don't wait to see somebody that is a big name before you take pictures. Don't take it. Well, no matter what it is. Please selfie. Alright? And okay, let's quickly check up our follow-up tools. Here's another subheading. Just 2 on this one that you can take along. Number 1, discipline. The discipline required, you need it. I said discipline without which sales will not be made. You need a discipline. Follow up. It's very tasky. That's why a lot of us are not so winners. Because we can't afford to, we don't have all that discipline it takes to talk to somebody today, invite somebody. Have you ever invited people to church and there was so much confidence they are coming by Saturday evening, only for you to call the person on Sunday morning? God bless you, welcome. Only for you to call this person on Sunday morning and he's telling you, oh, don't worry, next Sunday I'll follow you. If you don't have the discipline, you will give up. I hope you know that. Oh, you just give up. Say, what is it? And I'm born you. If you like, go to her. If you don't want to make heaven, you can go to her. No, it doesn't work that way. It's the same way in business. I met people who told me that we are not surprised you succeeded because this is what you have always been doing in your life. That they're talking about my church activities and all of that. That's what I'm telling you. You have always been teaching. We've always known you to be with Bible and a book. And you hardly see any of my picture when I'm traveling without a book. Check out those pictures I took you inside the plane, my first class, the business class. You always see a book on the side. Because I don't know how to actually, I don't watch film. So I said you're in my house and watch a film and you can watch it together. But I don't waste time. I've told you before I don't play music in my car. I said there are people in my car that's why I play music. So I listen to audio books and all that. Because I just know I don't have all the time. My bishop told me that I don't have an eternity to fulfill destiny. So I know the time not day like that. Stop wasting time now. See, when we're teenagers, those young teenagers, why was I to put this spirit? You guys know what I'm talking about. They want to feel that they are not big boy to have beard. You don't tire for the beards now. Can't you see? You are tired about the beards. You wanted the little girls better to know that you are a man because you try to talk to the girls telling you come on small boy like you. So you know girls are bad around from time. So the boys want to do something to just have that. Now you are tired for the beard. What is that telling you? Time no day. That no, you don't grow up to the time, only to find out that you are still broke. Come on. Come on. And like I've always said, our religious leaders have not really helped the matters. Because they had once said to shout the loudest amen to receive the money. Now when you shout the loudest amen to remain that way. Now, do I not believe in the supernatural? I do believe there are too many ways of making money. The supernatural is just one dimension. It's not all it is, but unfortunately, all of you focus on what? On the supernatural. God will do it. I am saying, mind these small things. That's what this Oyibo they are doing small. You see a 90-year-old man can fly into private jets. Network marketing has given birth to more multi-millionaires than any other industry in the world. So why are you ashamed of it? Why can't you take it? It was a forum that opened my eyes to the secret network marketing. And he said he's looking forward to a time where everybody will be a proud networker, where you will say, who are you? Say, I'm a doctor, but also a network marketing professional. That professional entered my head. He said, stop being a quack, refuse to be an amateur networker. Be a professional what? Networker. So he settled it. Say, time is coming where you ask yourself, I'm a pastor, but I'm also what? A network marketing professional. So from there, because I used to be shy about it, I didn't want to disturb anyone. From that his book, little book, we used to sell the book, say, maybe we'll resume the book. That book just changed the whole of my thing. And I find out the same issue we're having in Nigeria as what we're having in America. You talk to a person, you know, you talk to someone, you know, listen. This my brother that is here today, I've been talking to him since last year. He's coming here for the first time. But since last year, you need the discipline. Not to be angry with this, they don't mind that point. No! With a smile. You want to come to this thing, it's the promise I cover and come. On the road, that's the time to get it. You must be amazing. So that's how this thing works really. The discipline required, you need it. Don't really get angry with people. Eh? Say I've been talking to you, it's not going. Who would I use there now? Okay. Sister Debbie, the first time your husband talked to you, was it the day you agreed? Or now you told her? Tell me the truth. Maybe you're not like this man, eh? Was it the first time he talked to you? Why did you finally agree with man? The man refused to give us. Say, you are my wife. Why don't you use the same strategy in business? You don't talk to the person, just say not do it, then you give up on the person. You don't know what you're talking about. There are some people that no matter even if you spend 5 years, they will not listen. It's an exception. But statistically, by 10-15 times, really talk to the person. If at the first time you talk to this person, you didn't get it, probably you yourself don't understand the business. So why don't you go back and acquire more skill in understanding the business? There are people I talked to about Safia today. In less than 2 minutes, they have already made up their mind. But 2 years ago, it was not exactly like that. See now, because my understanding of the business and the proofs I have with me in the same business helps me to speak less and I get the results. Because the man told me to become what? A network marketing professional, not an amateur. Are we together? So we have five factions of Safia in Nigeria, for example. 5 different leaders from 5 different uplines outside Nigeria. Yet, by God's grace, I lead all the 5 factions in Nigeria, in Africa, in terms of rank, leadership, and the current double diamond leader in the whole of Africa. How did I make that happen? Some of the things I'm showing you is what I've been doing. Many of you know we have come to this seminar at times that we have only this place. The media people will tell people just what they were telling you just now. Ship to this place, let it food. And that never stopped us. I mean, you are aware, the following week we are still here. And it's not my hotel, that means I'm paying. Are you seeing? So you need that discipline. It's biting you, but you continue doing it because I know that is the only way. I need to be visible, both online and offline, if I must get people to work and get the money coming. And it has never failed. So please, number two on this empathy. This one we lack it so much, especially even in the body of Christ, we lack it. Many people don't have this. Get interested in what interests them. Or get interested in what interests the person or interested. They are talking to somebody. God forbid he lost a child. The only reason you call was to invite the person for the meeting. Are you a devil? You a witch? Come on, show some empathy. The person told you his birthday. You can't even remember the birthday. The day you call, you thought you were going to wish him happy birthday. What you were inviting him is for your seminar. Can't you see how selfish you've been? There's no empathy in your heart. You don't really love the people, just wanted to bring the money. That's what it means. You are a pastor in the church. The only day you call a sister, a brother you didn't see in the church, but because it was not, it wasn't that. You want to know how he's doing, how he's feeling. You just go, why were you not in church today? You missed, so no. Find out first. Are you okay? I noticed you were not in church. You don't miss church like you. What happened to you? Let person feel loved. We all want to be loved by the people close to us. But our pastors and leaders and all of that. See, that's why you need to develop your leadership strength. So that you don't treat network marketing like it's only when you need the money you remember the person. You don't do that. So let's begin to round up on this one now. So far time. Okay. Now referrals. Referrals is a very powerful tool. Referrals. So the people you have certified customers, always ask them to refer you to someone. Somebody, a friend that signed up in the business. Come on, let me talk to your friend. Tell your friend about my leadership. Tell your friend about how I actually lead, how I do my business and all of that. And that will go a long way because I said this is the magic one that keeps your business going. Whatever you do, let people write referrals. And those who can put it in writing. Oh, so Lagbaja is very good in this and that. He's a good carpenter, or he's a good promoter, whatever it is. A digital marketer is very good in what he does. Enjoy referrals. Anybody that is satisfied with your approach, with your lifestyle, with your work delivery, let the person also refer you to his friends. He might not know what to tell his friends, then you can talk to them. That's why I call it the magic one that keeps the business going. Now, this is another thing you must do. I call it the sport approach to victory. There's an attitude I want you to carry from here. Okay, maybe I should call it attitude. I hope I'm getting this attitude to victory. Sport attitude to victory. I really enjoy seeing this attitude in footballers, especially the footballers. Celebrate every goal with all your might. Have you noticed that footballers that have 90 minutes to play their games, if they get to score goal even in the first 1 minute, you see the way they celebrate as if the game was over? The game is not over yet, but they celebrate. So learn how to enjoy yourself with your successes as it comes. You see footballer will run and shook everywhere. When Yekini scored goal, you saw the way he shook the net. You can't forget that sight. For those of you who were not children there. So celebrate what? Every goal scored. Every rank achieved is celebrated. Every customer, every prospect that you talk to and you finally put the money on ground, celebrate it. It's a victory. And give the glory to Jesus. All right, for helping you to achieve that. And the final words. So with all these things that we have just discussed, what is the final word that we are taking home now? So simple as ABCD. Just what? Just what? Do it! Can somebody echo that? I want to go. Just do it. We're not going, I want us to go together. I didn't want to get into you. Want to go?
Just do it.
God bless you. Thank you so much.